All right, today we're going to talk about mostly the seasons. So if you want a heading for today, you can just say seasons. And I guess I wanted to remind you that the earth is not perfectly round. The earth is not perfectly round. It's pretty close, but there are areas we've talked about, like the Marianas Trench, places with mountains, things like that. It's not perfectly round. There are some bulges and some uneven areas. Don't worry about that. I do want you to write this down. Axis, rotation, spinning of Earth. So is that there's this imaginary line or this imaginary rod that the Earth is spinning on, and that's called its axis. And it's going to rotate. The Earth rotates every 23 hours and 56 minutes. (23 hours and 56 minutes). So it's not perfectly 24 hours. On the other hand, a revolution, the Earth is a satellite moving around the sun. It revolves around the sun every 365 days, 6 hours, and 9 minutes. So it's not a perfect 365, but every 4 years, we have what we call a leap year, where we add a day to February. So last year was leap year. We had 366 days. Okay? Well, every 4 years, 4 times 6 is 24. So every 4 years, we take care of that extra 6 hours. All right, so rotation is spinning, that's a day. Revolution is revolving around the sun, that's a year. All right, so seasons. First of all, the Earth's rotation is tilted. I believe it's at 23.5 degrees tilted. So we're not perfectly up and down, we're tilted. I would put this down. One hemisphere, so hemisphere would be like the equator, and above would be the northern hemisphere. Below the equator would be the southern hemisphere. So basically half of our globe. One hemisphere is pointed toward the sun in the summer, while the other hemisphere is pointed away from the sun. So we're going to tilt to and from the sun. Solstice. Summer and winter solstice, write this down, are the longest and shortest days of the year. The winter solstice is the first day of winter, in December the 21st, I believe. That's when we are tilted as far away from the sun as possible. We have the shortest days, meaning we have lots of darkness and very little sunshine. The summer solstice, on the other hand, is the first day of summer. We're tilted towards the sun as much as we possibly could be. We have the longest days that we would. So we'd have something like 13 hours, well, more than that, probably 15 hours of sunshine and only about 9 hours of night. In the summer, it'll stay light till like 9 o'clock, and it'll be light by 6. In the winter, okay, with those short days, you'll come to school and it's dark, and you'll leave school and it's dark, because they're short days. We're tilted far away from the sun. So solstice would be summer and winter, the first days of summer and winter. You don't need to write anything, but if you're on the North Pole during the summer, you have daylight all day long, 24 hours of daytime. If you're on the South Pole, Then you have 24 hours of darkness if you're facing away from the sun. Alaska is famous for having like 23 hours of sunshine in the summer and 23 hours of darkness in the winter because it's so close to the poles. Okay. And then equinox, fall and spring. Go ahead and write that down. First day of fall, the first day of spring, September and March 20th. We're getting close to the spring equinox. Go ahead and write this down. The sun is located directly over the equator. Basically, the earth is about straight up and down, and we have the same number of daytime as nighttime, 12 hours. And that'll be it.